Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the Everything Wrong with X Rank series. In today's video, we will be looking at Grand Champ 1s. I'm going to go ahead here, open up a replay here from ballchasing.com. I'm going to look over it, try and give everyone in the lobby some advice of things I think they could do better. And hopefully by the end of it, I'll have given a few tips that you guys can take away from it and everyone can come home happy. But without wasting any more of your guys' time, let's get right into the replay. Alright, so just diving in here, let's get familiar with our characters here. We have Agriman, we have Skittles, Mr. Chalk VX, and Waylax. And both teams are teamed up, and they have and a couple of them have their Grand Champ titles. Let's see how Agri does a kickoff here. That's a pretty clean speed flip if you ask me. Let's watch it one more time. So this is Grand Champ 1. People nowadays, you know, around this type of meta of time, like people can speed flip, all right? And this is really just a clean example of a speed flip, right there, bang, really good. Makes very good contact in the middle. That's all. Like seriously, guys, I'm not saying like yeah, speed flips are meta. They are, and they're good. If you do it right, that's a good clean kickoff. That's gonna help you be competitive for these higher ranks. That's perfect right there. I just want to see real quick, how does Chalk do his? Chalk is also a speed flip. So, I mean, about GC1, you guys should be expecting people to start speed flipping. If there's still obviously going to be, you know, if you can't speed flip, there's some workarounds. But if you really want to be able to compete at this level, you guys really do got to get your kickoff down, you know, quicker the better. Good contact, you know, good stuff right there. I just hope to you guys this kind of proves, like, when someone says they can speed flip, this is what they mean. When they say, I can speed flip, this is what they mean, is that they can speed flip, right? They're not, this isn't some diamond, like, I can speed flip, but then it's like, you know, they do it wrong. You get what I mean. The point I'm getting at here is that Grand Champs can actually speed flip, like, actually know how to do it. Okay, so we've just come out of the kickoff here. Skittles is going to go ahead. He's going to get a touch. It's going to play out to Agri. And then Agri, he has really good control. So he's going to wait until it bounces one time, and then he's going to start air dribble. One bounce, really, by the way, great catch here, by the way, great catch. So this is the thing, guys, is that you can get these high-level air dribbles, you know, it's just you need to practice them. This is all it takes, though, right? All it takes is one bounce, okay? Bounces once, one more time off the wall, right? That's more than enough time to start an air dribble. So this is his own half. He's just picked up 100 boost. So this is something that at GC, right, that people are able to do, is they can start creating pressure from all the way back here. All because the ball doesn't have momentum, and they don't have momentum. It doesn't matter. They can catch it off of this bounce right here, get a clean first touch, and he has 100 boost. So that means he's gonna get up, double jump, and then start his air dribble. Seriously, guys, like seriously, from not even like one second into the game's timer, 5 seconds, guys, literally 5 seconds, this guy's already starting air dribble on your net. Right? This is something that Orange has to defend. So within 5 seconds of the kickoff, we're already putting down something threatening. Like, that is the difference, guys. You guys need to understand. That is the difference between low ranks and high ranks. This guy's already starting something that Orange needs to sweat about and be worried about just off a kickoff. Look at the, look, he's already going. And by the way, Chalk, good job here. Good job covering the net. My point is that the air dribble is clean. He's not gonna go take this setup. It's not going to take him 5 years to get it. He's done this before. He has practiced this. He knows he knows how to do this. You know what I mean? So when this comes to him, he's like, oh, I've been waiting for this. This is the thing I've been waiting for my whole life. You know, this is what I've been practicing for. One bounce, bang, it's calculated. He gets the double jump pump. He's already going. Perfect. Love it. All right, and also again from Chalk here, I really like that he was already proactive in the play here, and he was ready to go ahead and block Agri there. And the main reason that's good here, right, is because Skittles just got demoed. So Skittles is kind of out of the play right now. There's not much he can do. He doesn't have a lot of boost. He's kind of stuck in his corner. So by Chalk jumping up here for him, right, that's going to buy his teammate a lot of time and put his teammate under a lot less stress by him challenging this, right? All right, let's go ahead. Let's look at Skittles here. So Skittles, he has a possession. Waylax gets a little whiff. Waylax pops it up again. In Skittles' case, I would just say he kind of threw it away a little bit. I'll show you guys kind of what I mean by that. So the problem here is, if you guys can see his camera angle, because the ball is above him, it makes it so that his car makes it so that he can't see blue team. And then because he can't see blue team anymore because of the way his car is angled because of the ball, he's now going to go ahead. He's not going to look where his opponents are. Imagine that I'm Skittles' POV here, right? So all you got to do when you're in this POV in your own game, right, is you just got to tilt the stick down like that. And then you can see your opponents a little bit better, and then you can make a better decision of like, okay, should I actually go for this? Or if I tilt my stick down and my camera down, I can now see my opponents. Because Waylax, he's already rotating away from him. He's rotating away. So if Skittles had the information like, oh, Waylax is not challenging me, so Waylax isn't an issue because he's going away from you. And then Agri is like a whole 2 field lengths away from you. He can't do anything to challenge you either. So this just kind of ends up being a little bit of a toss. I'm giving you guys a niche tip of like, okay, if you are Agri, or not Agri, if you're Skittles here and you have the ball and you don't want to throw it away, because that's what a smart person would do, is they'd be like, I don't want to throw this ball away. I really don't want to do that. Here, you just need to use, if you're using a controller, then use your right stick and then push it down so that you can see where the blue is before you make your decisions. Anyways, he doesn't do that. He doesn't know where blue team is, so he ends up hitting away. Kind of like that. Chalk tries to read it, doesn't really work. And then we're gonna go Agri here. Agri gets a free clear off that. So I'm showing you guys, Skittles throws it away. Chalk tries it, but he can't. So it's at this point, it's a double commit for orange. At this point, all Agri has to do is just put it around them and then score the open. So bang, bang, puts it around the both, right? Puts it around both of them. And then Agri should score here. He doesn't. But that's just because he's a little bit impatient. So again, I'm just trying to show you guys this correlation. Skittles makes a mistake here. Skittles throws the ball away. Here you go. There you go, blue team. That's a mistake. Skittles makes a mistake for throwing it away because he wasn't being aware of his opponents. Chalk makes a mistake because he's going for a pass that isn't his. This is stupid, okay? If you're Skittles' teammate, first of all, you should not be positioning ahead of your teammate like that. At least not that much. Like, this doesn't make sense, okay? So you don't want to do that. Like, you positioning way in front of your teammate like this is risky, okay? And, I mean, look, if you want to take the pass, that's fine. You can take the pass, all right, Chalk, but you need to go way off to here, all right? The likely chance that even if Skittles passes it to you, it's just gonna go over your head like that, like it just did. So if you're playing as Chalk, then you need to stay more to the left here, okay? So Skittles has the ball, you stay more mid around here, you support him, you come with him, right? And when he does that, see, so I'm in the direct middle of the field right now, and he passes like this, bang, then you're gonna have a way better angle to come in across and try and, you know, put something down. But he's way too close to his teammate. He's way too close. Again, Chalk could maybe do something here. He maybe could. It's just that his positioning doesn't allow him to. So he ends up double committing with him, and then it leaves the net open. And then in Agri's case, he clears it, which is great. Like, this is literally goal. This is goal opportunity right here. Agri gets the clear. He capitalizes on both mistakes. And then, look, all he has to do is just be patient and then shoot that. Unfortunately, again, as you can see here, he's not patient. You know, he doesn't take his time. And then he loses out on a goal because of that. Because he's trying too hard. He's going too fast, whatever. All right, moving back over here to Chalk. So Skittles tries to air dribble it, goes for a little flip reset attempt, doesn't quite get the reset. Adri is gonna pass it out to Chalk here. Now, understandably, Chalky does not put it down net yet, and I could kind of see the thought process there, because obviously, if Chalk puts this down and he shoots it right at Agri's face, you know what I mean? Then Agri's just gonna block it, and that could give him a free counterattack. So if Agri again pops up for this and then he blocks that could give him a free counterattack. That would be bad. However, I don't really agree though with Chalk not like trying something here. Like, he should push up and then either do one or two things. He should either pop it up, drive, and then pop it up to the backboard up here, and then pass it to himself. He can get around Agri by popping up the backboard and then trying to solo it, or he should reposition himself after Agri gets his touch, and what he should do is try and maybe at least try to at least push this in and then shoot to the right, at least. You know, like over here where he can't reach. There's just all this gap right here. You see that? So the gap between him and Agri. So we need to be using that gap somehow, either to put it up over him and then try something, or put it, you know, come to the left a bit and then come around him to the right. I don't like this though. I don't like that we didn't do anything. Because what Chalk does is he comes up here, Skittles tries his thing, passes it, and then he does that. Why? Why would you do that? Just do something. Like, literally anything you do there is better than nothing. Why would you do this? This doesn't help your team at all. Bro, you don't have enough boost to go for an air dribble. You don't. Yeah, go ahead, do a ceiling shot. They're just gonna save it, bro. It doesn't do anything. I'm sorry. All right, I just want to move to Waylax here. So Chalk is gonna put down a ceiling shot. Waylax is very patient. He's gonna get a very nice catch. Clean catch. Yes, clean catch. All right, and then he catches it. Not only is his catch clean and in a way that he can control it, he controls it into his corner where his boost is, right? So he controls it the corner, gets the boost, pops it up, and now he has full control of the ball for the most part. Obviously, depending on what rank you are and how comfortable you are on the walls are actually quite difficult to control the ball on, but here, this is Grand Champ. This guy's I can already tell he's very mechanically capable because, look, he literally goes off the wall and does a musty. All right, this guy has practiced his wall mix. He knows what he's doing, all right? That's just the thing, right? I'm just showing you guys what he did good here, which is, again, he got a clean catch into his corner where the next boost is, right? Because you get more boost, so you can do more. And then he just does a great job controlling the ball out down the wall and then throws it down the net. Again, something kind of threatening here. And then if he was lucky, they didn't get the clear. He wasn't in the position to get the musty double tap, but he can do that, though. He can get a musty double tap. I can tell this guy's mechanically capable of doing that. He could have got that for sure. Okay, and then I want to go back to Agri here. So in the same instance, this is how Agri is trying to help. He's trying to support his teammate. Relax gets a musty. Again, beautiful. But the problem here is Agri turns away. All right, so if you're Agri, again, I recommend hovering around the midfield. That's just kind of where I find to be most comfortable when I'm playing. So midfield, okay, pushing up. And then again, if he gets a beautiful musty like that, that's good material right there. You should be trying to work with that, right? So if I just stay mid here, and he gets a musty like that, bang, and then Skittles tries to clear it, you know, whatever happens, I'm ready. I'm already facing the whole net, bro. I already got this covered. So if Skittles misses, I'm on that. I'm on that thing. I'm on it, right? I'm gonna shoot that, right? I'm a threat. However, in his case, Agri is not quite where I'd like him to be. He's a little bit closer than I like him to be. And then when he gets that beautiful musty, instead of, you know, just stopping where he is to try and support, follow up a shot, you know, do whatever, he sees it and then he's like, okay, I'm just gonna turn away from it. And that's not really my favorite. Like, I really wish he kind of did what I was saying, kind of push more to the left, in the middle, bang, bang, bang. Gets a musty, and then just stops right here. You just stop around the middle, like around this point, and then when they mess up, you're right there to capitalize on the mistake. This is bang. You see the mistake, you see it happen, you shoot that, you jump, you shoot, put that bottom left. All right, perfect. But again, you can't do that when you turn away. It's just not possible. All right, I just want to move back to Agri here. So Agri takes down the shot from Skittles. He's gonna actually get a really nice recovery down from the wall here, and he's gonna go for a little pop shot. Honestly, that's decent. I would just say your goal should be, if you're gonna put a shot down on net, in my opinion, you should try and center it. Here's the thing, if you shoot it off center like that, then the opponents don't need to jump for it, and they kind of know that usually. Like, they know that if the ball's not like going to fall into the net at some point, then they're not going to jump for it, and they're just going to wait for it to bounce to them. But if the more, I guess, center you can get it, or the more on net you can get it, then the more worried that orange is going to be, and one of them is going to have to jump or, you know, move up to the backboard to save it. So my recommendation here is anytime you are going to bang it up, which is fine, you know, you should just try your best to aim it around here, like around this part of the backboard or on the net. And then that's going to force one of them to either jump or have to, you know, move their positioning up to the backboard to try and compensate. Moving back to Waylax, so Chalk's gonna get a nice touch. I really don't like the Waylax here, cut his momentum. Yeah, and then Skittles just kind of forces it through him. So I would just say if Waylax had the opportunity here, if you see a big bang like that coming down the field, you should try to, almost in a way, slow down. Like here, I don't like that he's already flipping, whatever, it doesn't matter. I just prefer, again, if you know he's gonna get, if you're pretty confident he's gonna get a touch on it, you should probably try and compensate for that and just stay as far back as you can so that you can catch it more, you know, easier. But here, again, a lot of power coming off the corner here. You know, he doesn't slow down quick enough, and then he ends up going too far, and then he hesitates, and then Skittles is gonna just push this through him. So that's just a really important thing, guys, is that if you can find ways, or any way that you can, to keep your momentum through the ball, then that's gonna be better. But otherwise, in this scenario, Waylax has not much momentum, Skittles has a lot of momentum going through the ball here, so you're just gonna push it through Waylax, and then that's gonna create a lot of problems. So again, it's preventable, it's just all about your momentum. Again, if the ball bangs really hard, you should probably try and compensate for it so that you can catch it easier and get better touches on it and have more momentum going to the ball. All right, still looking at Waylax here. So Chalk and Agri are gonna go up. They literally both miss. Now Waylax, I don't like this. He's gonna throw it away. Bang. Why would you do that? Just a genuine question. Why would you throw it away? At this point, it's a 1v1. All right, Chalk has already went. Agri's already went. The only people on the field that matter at this point are Waylax and Skittles. These are the only people on the ground. So why would you throw the ball to Skittles when he's the only person that matters? So if Skittles is your only threat and he's this far away, why would you do this? That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so if I were Waylax here, you see them both whiff. You have 50 boost. Just control the ball, bro. Just control the ball. Just catch it. There's no one on you. This is you. This is the ball. And this is the person you have to worry about. It's Skittles. Look how far away he is. Why are you tossing it right now? Who's going to make up for your mistake when you throw it? Agri's not going to make up for it. He's still falling. He's not down on the floor yet. He can't help you. So again, if you guys, in my opinion here, could just control the ball, that'd be a lot better. All right, so Waylax, you see that? It's free. They both miss. You have 50 boost. Just catch it. Catch it. No, bro. Don't do that. You're just giving it away. See? Gone. You don't have the ball anymore. You could have had the ball. You could have had the ball. You could have had boost. You could have had a shot on net. You could have had it all. But you gave it up because you just are not patient. Okay, I want to move back here to Agri again. Around this point, he's just cutting his momentum again. Like, you guys just need to keep moving. All right? There's no excuse for you to just stop. Like, you see that? He's just stopping. Stop. Like, you know what I mean? He's got no momentum. When you guys decide that you want to move somewhere, make it quick. All right, just make it a decision and just roll with it. Anything that helps you keep momentum. So if I was playing Agri here, all right, and you know that Chalk can put a shot down, then just go ahead and default to rotating back post. All right, that's a defensive option because you know Chalk can throw it down. So you already know, okay, maybe this guy's gonna throw something on my net, so maybe I should defend. So then you decide, okay, I'm gonna keep my momentum, and I'm gonna just start rotating back post and just take some of these pads up here, bang, 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 and you're still moving. And even if he doesn't shoot it, by the time you get to back post, that's fine because usually by the time you get here, either Waylax will have cleared it out up this way, and you'll be able to move out and keep your momentum there, or you'll get to here, haven't kept your momentum, you'll have already been here because again, you're moving so slow, right? You're not deciding on much of anything that you're here now. You're here, but you should be over here by now. Over here, right? This is where you should be, but you're just moving slow as hell. So now, if Waylax misses this clear, which he does, he misses it. This is where you need to be defensively, but you're over there. Skittles should be putting this down your net right now, but you know, luckily you're in an okay position, but you get what I mean. You're slowing yourself down for no reason. So anyways, once again, guys, hope you guys can see this. So he should be moving here. He should be keeping his momentum and then turn as needed, but otherwise he's going really slow and it's gonna go over him like that. All right, moving back to Waylax here. So this is just my humble opinion. I feel like Waylax here had the better angle to shoot, and the reason I say that is if you guys kind of look at the picture here, so Waylax, or actually the ball, it's falling down, but it's not down yet. But no one's contesting it. No one's contesting this ball just yet. So I would prefer if when we're shooting the ball down on net or orange team here, that we wait to shoot it when basically there is no more time to shoot it left. But here, there's a lot of hang time with the ball in the air, and no one's up challenging yet. So I don't see a point to challenge a ball that isn't contested, if that makes sense. So Agri's kind of just being a little bit antsy in my opinion here. Like there's no reason to shoot it yet. And why would you shoot something that has no angle? So he's gonna go ahead, aerial, put something down, but there's no angle. So all this is at the end of the day is just a pass a Chalk. That's all you've really done is you just pass it to him. So in my opinion, if you're playing as Waylax or maybe even Agri as well, you should just be patient here. Just be patient. Wait till the ball falls down a little lower and then shoot it, all right? Because it's really difficult to put a threatening shot down on net when you're trying to shoot from this far away and from this high. You can get a lot more powerful shots from closer to the ground. Again, my point here is you should leave it to the person who has the better angle and then wait until the ball is either about to be contested or right before that. So the ball falls down lower to the ground like this. So the ball's up and then it gets a little bit lower and then you shoot it when it's about this height because then you get way more power on it and your placement's better. So you're not going to just throw some random ball up out of the backboard like that and just hope it goes in. It doesn't work like that. You're just going to pass it to orange team. So hopefully you guys can see that. I just feel personally that Agri kind of cuts off Waylax here a little bit and that Waylax in his own right probably had a good shot if he just let the ball fall down to him, but Agri's just cutting him off and not giving him a chance to set up and shoot, if that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna move back to Agri here. So Agri is rotating, that's good, got some boost. Skittles literally throws the ball to you. This is the most free shot I have ever seen, and you miss. Like, I don't know, I can't help you at that point. This is free. This is just blatantly free. You guys see the angle, it's there, it's open. All you had to do was just shoot it on net away from Skittles. But you missed. He has the mechanics to shoot it. It's just his, you know, in this moment in time, he does not shoot it in a way that scores. It's really that simple. I know it sounds stupid when I say it, but like consistency is important. This is just a ball that in my rank, you should be scoring every single time without fail. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. If you want to rank up, you got to score the consistent punishes, right? If you don't punish your opponents every time they make a mistake like this, that's a mistake, and you don't punish it, then that's on you. That is really just on you at that point. And that might be what's preventing you from ranking up. I don't know. All right, I want to move back to Agri here. So this is something I've talked about in my videos, and I try and repeat it here too. Control the ball in your corner, right? So Agri, he's getting back, which is great. And then Skittles puts the ball down. And then guess what? Skittles kind of gives him the ball for free, just a little bit. And then Agri, how's he going to control this? Is he going to put it back to orange team? No. He's going to control it into his corner boost. He's going to bang, bang, throw it to the corner boost. And then guess what? He gets two things. He gets boost, he has momentum, and then he gets the ball. Right? Just like that. Perfect. He's really accomplishing three things at once. He's keeping his momentum. That's one. Number two is he's getting more boost, right? Gets the boost. So momentum and boost. And then number three is he gets to keep possession. This is possession right here. Possession on the wall. And then he can do something with it. All three of those are check marks. Those are all good things you should be doing. So basically right here, I'm trying to say Agri did a good job controlling the ball, keeping the boost, and keeping his momentum all at the same time. Beautiful stuff. Keep doing that. And if we move over here to Waylax, Waylax is going to make a mistake. He's going to cut in too early, passes back post like that, and then there's no defender, and then he ends up on goaling. So again, lesson here, even in GC1, is if you're rotating behind your teammate, as you should, just sit back post. It's really that simple. Back post, back post, back post. You sit right here. You wait for Agri and Chalk to challenge. Here's the thing. You don't know if Agri is going to win the challenge against Chalk. You don't know that. Okay? You don't know that. So until you see proof of like, okay, this is the result between their challenges, you need to sit here. All right, you're like, okay, I'm sitting back post, waiting, waiting, waiting. And then once you see this result, oh, there's the 50. Oh, damn, that's not a good 50. Well, that's a good thing on back post. Dang, all right, free ball, cool, thanks. And then you take possession, right? But because he preemptively moved out of back post before the 50 already happened, right? So we're gonna watch. So he's already moved past back post. See, that's his mistake. And then we're gonna see the 50, kabang, right, like that. And he's like, oh man, if only I didn't move past that back post. Oh man, I wouldn't have owned gold. My bad, bro. So again, it's just being patient. You don't know what the result of that 50 is going to be, so until you see it, sit right here in the back post, wait for it to happen, and then guess what? It'll just play out straight to your face, and you get a free ball. All right, moving back to Chalk. So this is a small thing, but this is just something that I feel like gets overlooked and is really important. So Chalk, he's going to take a very clean sheet up on the kickoff here. He trusts his teammates. Skittles gets a perfect, like again, if I'm talking about Orange Team here, Orange Team gets a great kickoff as a whole. So Skittles goes ahead, does his kickoff, right? Good, great 50. And then Chalk, he's already cheated up. So if you combine this, you know, a person who gets a solid kickoff and locks it up in the middle, and then Chalk, in this case, he does a great job cheating up here. He's keeping his momentum up to the kickoff. He's gonna win that ball. Now, unfortunately, he kind of tosses it a bit, and he ends up giving it to Blue a little bit. So if I were Chalk here, again, perfect cheat. Lots of momentum coming to that kickoff, right? He's going to get to that ball first, right? But his only mistake is that he doesn't control it in a way where he can collect the ball and the boost at the same time. So he ends up flipping into it, throwing it away. So he wins the boost, but he doesn't win the ball also. But in a perfect scenario, in my opinion, you need to be able to win both the ball here and the boost. So if I had, again, if it was perfect, it would be beat Blue Team, flip the ball into this wall up here, collect the boost, and then try and do something off the wall with it, maybe. But again, he does it not perfect. He throws it away, but he at least gets the boost, right? So at least he won one of those options. All right, I'm moving here still with Chalk. So look, he's gonna go for this 50. He's gonna miss it. That's fair. I kind of saw that that was gonna happen. But here, why are you stopping, Chalk? Could you please tell me why you're stopping? Like here, bang, bang, bang. You know, goes for a bad 50. All right, this does not help your team at all. You're not. This isn't gonna turn into some crazy wacky redirect that gets around the other team. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. And if anything, you just blocked your freaking teammate's shot. Just let the ball slide, bro. Like, just let it float. The ball on its own is already putting enough pressure on Agri here to do something. But now you're just blocking it, and now Agri gets a freer save than he did before. You know what I mean? Like, you're just blocking it. So Chalk, if you can do me a favor here, Chalk, and you just leave, go away, go over here, bang, 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 over here, get around your teammate, come behind him, right? You are not doing yourself a service here. You're just blocking your teammate's shot. Rotate around him, get behind him, keep your momentum, don't stop. You are hurting your team by doing that. Like, this is what I mean, is you're basically just trolling by going for these stupid redirects in front of their net. Like, it doesn't work, all right? And then because you don't move, and you don't go get boosts and keep your momentum and all that good stuff, guess what ends up happening? You just challenge the ball again. You're like, oh, challenge the ball, but you don't have any boost. You don't have any boost, and you can't do anything with it. Yeah, sure, good job, buddy. You did a stall. That's super useful. No, you need to go get boost. All right, you need to go rotate. That's what you should be doing. Not whatever this is. This doesn't help you at all. Still focusing on Chalk here. So this is just something I don't understand. This is GC1. Can someone please tell me why we're parking it in the middle of the net? Park. Like, why are we doing that? I don't understand it. You know what I mean? And the reason I don't understand it is just because of this point I keep making, which is just you need to keep your momentum. Why are you parking it in your net? This doesn't help. You need boost. You need speed. You don't need to be parking in net. This doesn't do anything. It just slows you down. You know what I mean? Like, I just wish you keep your momentum in some way, somehow. All right, moving over here to Waylax. So, in my humble opinion, with Waylax here and Skittles, I feel like what he should try and do is he should try and wrap himself around the ball to the left, if that makes sense. So here, he shouldn't be trying to push the ball like straight up the corner like that. I feel like he should do is instead of this, where he just pushes it directly straight up his net like that, what I feel like he should do is instead come off to the left around the ball, so off to this side, and then push it towards their net, right? Because again, I know you can go for a ceiling pinch here, but it's really not competitively viable. So I would just much rather if you come off to the left side of the ball, cut it, and then turn it up and around Skittles here. So up, and then shoot it up and around Skittles up here. Like, that would be more competitively viable than you just going for a ceiling pinch. Like, he skills throws it to him. He's like, all right, you know what? I'm feeling pretty gamer right now, so I'm gonna go for a ceiling pinch, right? And that's, I get it, you know? Ceiling pinches are cool. They are. But in hindsight, this is just kind of a toss to chalk. I'm sorry, it just is. Now, Waylax is gonna get a little lucky here. He's gonna get that pinch. Chalk's gonna not control the ball very well here. And then Agrid's just gonna get a free open. So once again, if we're looking at Chalk here, in his case, in my opinion, Waylax's ceiling pinch shouldn't be that much of a threat. But Chalk, again, as we're talking about, has no momentum. He's got plenty of boost here, but he's just reversing on the ball. He has no momentum going to the ball here. Like, he's basically a turtle, sitting in front of it, gets a bad touch, and then it's just free. It's in his net. This is the point I'm trying to make, is that if you can keep your momentum through these challenges, through the ball, you're gonna have a much better time. But if you just sit under the ball and, you know, let the opponents just barrel through you like a steamer, you know, this is what's gonna happen, right? This is the end result of that. Moving back here to Agri. Okay, seriously, guys, what is up with the pinches right now? These guys win this game, but, like, why? I don't know. I get it. Pinches are fun. Pinches are a lot less boring than if you actually play the game competitively. I get that. Just saying, this is a bit, you know, I mean, it's cool. You pass it to him. I'm just, okay, you know what? Before I get ahead of myself here, I think what I'm trying to say here is that I'm not saying don't have fun. Like, yes, you can have fun playing the game. I don't mind that. I'm just trying to speak from, like, a, you know, a more, not like serious perspective, but just like, hey, if your goal is to win, all right, then I'm just letting you know that pitching here, it's a little bit troll. I'm not saying it can't work. It can. It's just like, at these higher levels, if that is what you're going for, then you should be trying to play for things that are more consistent, more reliable, things that you're going to use more often. I'm not saying you can't pinch here. You can. It's just it'd be a lot more reliable to go for either a 50 here or some kind of controlled touch, okay? Like, that's just a better option, usually, if you're just trying to win the game. If you're not, if you're just trying to have a good time, you know, I won't bother with it, all right? Fine, have a good time, all right? Take a couple L's while you're having fun. That's not a big deal. Go ahead, all right? I'm just saying from a competitive perspective, this isn't the best, but whatever. Go ahead, have a good time. Take an L if it makes you happier, okay? I don't care. Anyways, Agri gets a nice pinch. Waylax, this is literally a free ball. I don't really like that. That wasn't the best controlled touch if I've ever seen it, but whatever. Like, I mean, this can work. Like, this whole play could work. It would just involve Waylax having to push this ball up kind of quick, pop it up to the backboard, and then try and, like, do a double tap, self-pass or something, right? But here, he's just playing it too slowly, and he completely misses the open net here. Yeah, he's going to go for something. He's going to hit it to the wall. I don't know who's going to pass that to, but, you know, I guess A for effort. Like, I just feel, personally, the least that Waylax could do here if he was actually trying to win the damn game was to just come in here, cross the ball up, and just shoot it. Just shoot the damn ball. Just come here, let it bounce, and then just bang. Shoot it bottom left. You know, that'd be a lot more threatening than this stupid solo play to you know, left wall. Like that, you know what I mean? So if you just shoot the damn thing, that's gonna be a lot more threatening than you doing this. You know, you dancing like a ballerina and doing goddamn nothing. Alright, moving here to Skittles. Once again, Waylax is gonna go for a pinch attempt. And if I'm being honest with you, that's kind of a pass. Like, just a little bit. So I feel like Skittles, by the time he sees this little pinch attempt right about here, he should just see that, and he should just be shooting that right now. He should just be on that right now, shooting it. Shoot, 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 shoot. You're not shooting it. Wow, 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 wow. What a save, what a save. This is Rocket League. You suck. I'm sorry. Shoot it, damn it. You're getting free balls. Just shoot it. All right, don't mind if I say this. Okay, so we're going back to Chalk. Chalk, this is like the 5th time that you've tried to position in front of your teammate for a pass or something. Why are you positioned so far ahead of him? This doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. Like, you can. It just doesn't. It's not going to do a whole lot for you. All right, moving back to Waylax here. So this is something I just want to show real quick. In this example, Agri goes for a little, like, ceiling pass, but Waylax is kind of more where I would ideally like him to be when it comes to getting passes, right? So where before they would, like, kind of position, like, kind of on top of each other, now Waylax is going more to that middle of the field that I wanted him to be at, like right there, directly in the middle. And then he's able to get this pass and shoot it a lot cleaner than if he was just right underneath his teammate, you know what I mean? So him being kind of in the middle of the field, so looking at the down cam, right? So I'm looking down at him, right? He's staying directly in the middle, like that, like I was talking about. So now when he goes up for the ball, he can come across and get a good angle on it, like that, see? So it's just if you're gonna try and receive a pass, it's a lot easier to position not only behind your teammate, like in this example, right? So position behind, maybe start to come out as he's about to shoot it, right? And then come up right after he does, right? That's a lot better. All right, moving back to Agri here. So I just want to say this is a great challenge, by the way. This is a really good challenge. He's going to come across. He's got a little bit of boost. He's going to pick up some more. He's going to intercept Skittles here on the wall here. And he's going to end up beating him really nicely. And that's going to just pass directly up to the backboard. Perfect for Waylax here. Now, Waylax... Ooh, that's unfortunate. So, in most cases, if you get a nice pass like that straight to backboard, you should be hitting that down pretty much every time. You know, unfortunately doesn't get that this time, but that's okay. After a couple more passing attempts, Agri passes it up, and then Waylax passes it back up, and then back to Agri, and then Agri gets his goal. Good job. Alright, and that's pretty much going to wrap up the game here, guys. So, I just, from a, coaching perspective, I think on Orange's side, they could have been more aggressive in some situations, have more momentum, and just overall, they didn't really put the hurt on, didn't really put down a lot of pressure on Blue Team there. And then when it comes to Blue Team, they have really good mechanics, and I would say decent game sense. I would just say for a lot of cases, they could be more efficient because there's a lot of times where they went for like a pinch or a solo play that, they pass it themselves like that. But they're just, some things that they went for were not like the most efficient, I guess, in terms of like, creating scoring opportunities, and they were kind of slow, so I kind of didn't give them all that scoring opportunity they needed. But like I said, because Orange's defense was kind of lacking, they didn't, they weren't good about their 50s and keeping momentum. They were able to push through them in a lot of cases and just outspeeding them, whether it was through taking shots on net or just passing to each other. But anyways, that'll conclude today's GC1 episode. I hope you guys found a couple tips in here helpful and that you learned a thing or two, but that'll be it for now. See you guys in the next one. Bye.